entire time. All right. Here we are with Chris Morrison of Gusto Distributing.
Yep.
All right. Chris, tell me about your background with Gusto. What do you do for the customer?
Well, I'm a beer salesman for them, so basically my job is to go in and take care of accounts, see what they need, what kind of products they need, go in and let them know what I have available for them, and just kind of sell them on what I provide for them, let them know what's hot right now, what's trending, what are the good buys, seasonal type stuff, all that kind of good stuff, and make sure they're taken care of, once, twice a week. I provide whatever it may be, a merchandiser, driver, whoever needs to go in and take care of them after I sell the product to them.
And how many stores do you typically work with?
I typically do all the grocery stores. We have a bar route guy, and obviously there's a few floaters, some of the smaller bars. So myself personally, I do about 35 accounts.
All right. So how do you specifically market for Gusto? What are some of the marketing activities does Gusto do?
Some of the marketing activities we do, depending upon if it's off-premise or on-premise. Basically, on-premise is all bar accounts, and off-premise is grocery stores and C-stores, which are convenience stores. And basically, we do, for like a new brewery or somebody that's promoting up and coming, like on bars, we'll do pint nights or different stuff, depending upon just promote their beers for that brewery or that brand. And usually the rep for that particular brewery or brand will come and support, and let people know about their beers, and usually they'll run a special price on it at the account to draw people in. And off-premise, basically we run promotional pricing on a certain package or a certain brand grocery stores will want to do to let people know about it and what's out there and give them that certain price point.
Okay. So you talk about the pricing point right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to market beer? Do you think the quality of the beer makes a difference, or does the price of the beer make a bigger difference to the customer?
Hands down, it's quality now. I think as me being with the company for a little over 4 years now, I see the company trending with quality more than pricing. I mean, as talking to the guys that have been around for a long time, it used to be your domestics, which are your Miller Lights, Coors Lights, Bud Lights, were what were hot and what were the good things 5 to 10 years ago, but now it's turning into a micro beer game. So, I mean, it's all about quality, what's different, what's the new thing, what's hot, what's going on right now is what people want to have. I mean, it's the market share for micros are just growing and growing. And I mean, in Montana, we have so many different breweries that it's taken up more and more space from the domestics, which people don't, the big guys, which are generally the domestic companies, aren't liking, but it's going towards that trend right now. People want what's different.
Do you think place plays a role, like how many convenience stores or grocery stores provide the different beers, because it's probably easier for the big domestic beers to be distributed everywhere compared to the smaller micro brews.
Market share makes a huge placement, Obviously, when you look at Miller, Coors, and Bud, they have multiple brands they've bought in. So it makes it way different for them. It's easier for them to get in. They already have a foot in the door with their other brands. So it's harder, but microbrews are starting to get the contacts, and everybody sees their growth in percentage-wise. I mean, they're up to 18-20% market share now compared to when it used to be 5% 5 years ago, So as they grow, people know what's trending, and as my job as a salesman, I let them know what is trending and what's doing great, and I can say, hey, down the road, these guys put this in, and they're selling 5 cases a week. You're missing out on this opportunity, and it's a pretty easy way. People want to make money, so money talks, and the BS kind of walks.
Okay.
So
I like it. So you're talking about what types of beer are getting bought is a different trend. But what about how people buy beer? Do you see people purchasing beers in the future online? Do you see that being a trend, or do you think buying it in stores will be around for a while?
It'll stay in stores. The legal aspect of everything, I don't think it'll be allowed online until they get very, very high tech and security to be able to check IDs and how do they know it's a fake. By scanning a barcode, it could be your buddies. You can't see your face, so it'll stay in stores for quite a while until they find some crazy technology that can, disguise you online to see that it is your face, or do some facial features to see, that it is you. But it'll stay in stores and bars.
Very true. How can you use social media online to sell your beer to your customers? How do you get them into the stores?
Yeah, absolutely. Is basically by having Facebook pages, which our company has, let people know what kind of sales are going on, what beer right now is selling, what's the brand new beers, what's the new seasonal right now, what's the hot beer, what's the best price in town, who's running the good deals, how you make sure you're getting your beers, the correct beers at the right time of the year and the right time in their hands, basically is the best way to go about it. Just letting them know, like, say for an example, we just had a brand new beer come on the market that's called Not Your Father's Root Beer, and it's just blowing up, and you want to have let everybody know it's out there. And like you said, it kind of goes back to your question with quality over pricing. It's an expensive beer, but people do not care what they're paying for as long as they enjoy drinking it.
Okay. How are we doing on time? Computer/Chris, if it's still recording. Good. What does it say? I'm going to leave this in there. I can't even tell.
6 minutes.
6 minutes? Perfect. That was great. All right. That was Chris Morrison of Gusto Beer in Helena, Montana. Thanks for watching, folks. This is The Ripper, signing off.